All right, if you're looking to book your very first cruise in 2025, listen, you can't just go in picking blindly. Some ships are basically floating nightclubs, and others, they're like Vegas with water slides. Nothing wrong with that. I love a good water slide, and I love Casino Royale. And a few are surprisingly romantic if you're looking for something slower. So, after, trying a bunch myself, almost 100, and doing way too much research, I'm breaking down my top 3 cruise lines for first timers in 2025. And listen, I've got some honorable mentions I want to hop into as well. One sleeper pick that you don't want to sleep on, and most people typically overlook. So whether you're cruising with kids, going solo, or maybe you just want to avoid rookie mistakes, this is the list for you. This is the list I wish I had when I was first planning my first cruise. Okay, so let's dive in. Yo, what's up? If you're new here, my name's Griff. I'm the founder of Ahoy365.com. But if you've been here, what's good, Paradise Crew? Welcome back to the show. Let's dive into today's episode. Now, I'm breaking this video into about 5 chapters. We're going to talk about small budget, medium budget, larger budget, and then, of course, that honorable mention, and then a sleeper pick for you. So if you want to click around and get in where you fit in, that's cool too. Let's dive in with number 1, starting from the top. MSC World America, it's like a budget luxury, okay? But you got to read the fine print. I say this is the best choice for first-time cruisers on a tight budget, especially if you got a family. It comes with a few caveats, though, so let's dive into them. MSC is kind of like that friend who it invites you to dinner and then makes you split the bill down to the cent. I mean, I'm just kind of keeping it real. They're a great cruise line. It looks like it's all-inclusive, but if you're not careful, you'll end up being, nickel and dimed at pretty much every turn. It just kind of is what it is. Want gelato? That's an extra. If you want chocolate shop, that's extra. You want bumper cars? Listen, that's a cool experience, but it's about $7 per person. Specialty dining, that's extra. And even some other little things that you didn't consider. So definitely if you're going on this cruise, you're going to want to ask before, tapping your card. Just keep that in mind. But they've got a lot of good things. That said, you can still have a really good time, a really great experience. And if you go in with the right expectations, the ships are new, the vibe is modern, and it's a sleek environment for the price point if we're being completely transparent with it, right? I think this is the best for families, especially with toddlers or younger kids. Personally, speaking from experience, my 2-year-old daughter, she loved the kids areas. There's a Lego-themed play center that was really cool, and even a Lego parade. You got to check that out. And that alone just bought us hours of peace. There's nothing better than your kid just kind of having fun. You're just kind of watching them have fun. That way you can kind of do your thing, and relax with your loved ones. Pro tip, listen, if you can swing it, book a specialty dining package. I'm a big advocate for that because I just love better food. Do that in advance. And that's where the food shines. Main dining can be a little hit or miss, okay? It's not for everyone. Even if you check the reviews online, you'll see that it goes both ways. But my take, specialty dining if you can swing it. First timer cruiser takeaway, okay? If you're a first time cruiser, MC feels like a choose your own adventure type of vibe. That's the type of cruise it is. It's more of an a la carte than all inclusive, if you see what I'm saying. But if you want a beautiful ship, that European flair, that little snap that you get from Italy, and you're okay with being strategic with your spending, I really think this one's a win, okay? I think it's a win. Let me know in the comment section below. If you cruise MSC, specifically MSC World America, let me know your 2 cents in the comment section, all right? Let's jump in with number 2. So number 2, you probably saw this coming. It's a much larger budget, but it's Icon of the Seas. It's literally the ultimate playground. I've never seen anything like it. So number 2, Icon of the Seas. It's the biggest cruise ship on Earth. Literally, it's the biggest. There's another one coming, Star of the Seas and Legend of the Seas. But for this particular moment in time, we're going to talk about Icon of the Seas. And depending when you're watching this video, if you want to check out the sister ships, they're pretty similar with some minor differences. But the ship is huge, y'all. It's a floating city. It's got 7 themed neighborhoods, including Central Park. Yes, with real trees growing. It's got a royal promenade that's just super fresh and modern. And the Surfside area is built just for families. This is where my daughter and my wife, we spent most of our time at. And if you got preteens, teenagers, or even just adventurous younger kids that need to wear out the energy, this is the ship for you. So let's talk about some of the features, some of the things you can look forward to. That way you can make the decision on your own. So Category 6 water park, biggest at sea. A whole water park, y'all. It's got record-breaking slides. It's incredible. I mean, your kids are gonna wear themselves out on this place. Aqua Dome. It's a 50-foot tall glass dome with waterfall shows, aerial acrobatics. At one point, I think I saw a motorcycle or a bike in there, which is just crazy. And it's got these like 360 panoramic or these panoramic ocean views that's just incredible. There's also an ice rink. It's called Absolute Zero. Yes, there's ice skating on the ship, which is just mind-blowing, right? And then there's Coco Key Private Island. This is where you're going to have a lot of fun. They got floating cabanas. They got a beach club. They have the world's tallest water slide. My daughter, specifically, if we're talking about my 2-year-old, Noah, she loves a splash pad. There's a dedicated splash pad on Coco Key, but also at Surfside. And as a parent, I mean, I just appreciate having everything in neighborhoods broken off into different sections. That's just the right size for kids. And it's easy to access, you know what I mean? They can't go anywhere, right? So just kind of keep that in mind. So who's this best for? I think it's best for families on a medium to higher budget who want that nonstop action, the sweet neighborhoods, incredible features, a little bit of a luxury vibe, I'll say premium vibe, without giving up too much chaos and fun. That's a little takeaway I want to give to you. But if you're a first-time cruiser, you're watching this video, if you want your first cruise to feel like Disney World at sea, but with better pools and more sun, Icon is a ship for you. It's really good. And they've got lots of stuff for adults too. An Infinity Edge pool, an adults only section, a swim and tonic bar. It's pretty fresh. It's hard to beat. So let's jump into number 3, and then we'll get into some of those sleeper picks I talked about and an honorable mention. Sounds good? Number 1 is Norwegian Aqua. I've talked about this in other videos in the past, but I haven't broken it down like this yet. Let's jump in. So Norwegian Aqua, I think it's an overall good pick for first timers who want a premium experience. Okay, that's the caveat there. It's my first pick for first timers in 2025 right now, at the current moment. Hands down, I'd say the best all-around experience for someone who just wants a little bit more premium luxury vibe without going full Haven or full yacht club like you do on MSC. The ship is a brand new experience, and it's a part of their upgraded Prima class. It's in the Prima Plus class, which is just something to consider. Basically, it means stunning design, better space per passengers ratio, upgraded everything. It's just 10% larger, so you feel less crammed on a cruise ship, which is a good feeling to have. And so let's just kind of hit on the highlights a little bit. That way you can kind of understand what you're getting for the money. Aqua Slide Coaster. It's the first hybrid roller coaster / water slide at sea, and it goes fast, up to 31 miles per hour. Here's some footage so you can get an idea of what that's like. I'm a big fan of the Indulge Food Hall. I've spoken about the Indulge Food Hall on a couple other videos, but if you want to check it out right here, you can get a kind of idea of what it's actually like. Great food, different options, curry, Chinese, Italian. It's really nice. It's pretty futuristic too. You can order all your food from a little iPad and they will just bring it to you, so you can just sit down, hang out with your friends, have a drink. I like that type of system for sure. It definitely brings the lazy to the vacation experience that people are looking for. And if you're a big fan of Thai food, I sound like a broken record at this point, but Sukhothai is probably the best Thai food I've had on land or at sea. I think it's pretty solid. That's with the exception of like your really cool places like in New York, LA, and Miami. Okay, but it's still very, very good Thai food. All right. Then there's the Prince Show. It's a full musical Broadway production based on Prince's life. I'm just saying it's pretty freaking dope across all cultures and eras of time. It's really a timeless classic. You can have some fun at this show. But the real question is that I get is, who is it for? I would suggest it for couples, premium travelers, or families who value great food and modern vibe. They almost don't want it to feel like a cruise ship. And the food on Aqua, honestly, I still stand by this. Probably some of the best in the mainstream cruise game for the mainliners right now. And the free at sea perks, they're just really unbeatable. Wi-Fi, specialty dining, and even most shore excursions are included in most packages. So that is something to consider. Now, if I had a bigger budget, I'd go all in with a Haven Suite. That's their luxury section. It's like a ship within a ship concept. So first timer takeaways. Norwegian Aqua is like if Soho House decided to design a cruise ship. It's polished, it's modern, and lets you do everything or nothing at your own pace. You know, they've got a lot of good things going there. So if you've done Norwegian Aqua yet, or maybe the Prima or Viva classes, let them know in the comment section below. The cruise community is really nice, and they'll kind of put you in so you can kind of have an idea what to expect, because a lot of cruisers like to cruise a lot once they start getting into it. Honorable mention. Can you guess what I'm going to say? In 3, 2, 1. Virgin Voyages. Listen, I would say this is for adults only, 0 kids. So if you feel like you want to go on a cruise, but you really don't want to deal with any kids, I mean, you're a little bit on a budget, that crown is going to go to Virgin Voyages. Listen, it's bold, it's an adults-only cruise line, and it's for those that just do not want screaming toddlers, no buffets, and no traditional rules. And now that I've been on a couple, I want to say 5 or 6, and their ships have been described as edgy, kind of sexy, and designed like a boutique hotel, crossed with like an art installation. It really is cool, and I would agree with that statement. Here are some of the standout features that you should kind of look for. Rotating live shows. Some are a little spicy, and some are hilarious. You know, I kind of dig the sword-eating lady who spits flames and stuff. It's cool. But they have full-service restaurants, no buffets. Ever. So if you don't want that kind of vibe, Virgin Voyages for you. They have some wellness classes too that are included. Yoga by the perch, spin class. I do love the like micro CrossFit class they have. I guess technically it's more HIIT, but I've seen them do some CrossFit stuff in there. You know, they got some rowers and everything. But I mean, having tattoo parlors and vegan friendly, like a lot of stuff, just ice cream shop. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But who's it for? I would say anyone who's an adult between the ages of 25 and 45 who want to party, you know, want to vibe to just escape without the kid energy anywhere in sight. That ship's for you. So here's my first timer takeaway. If you want to cruise, but everything about traditional cruising just kind of makes you cringe, Virgin Voyages is your loophole. I think that's your money shot right there. Okay. Let me know in the comment section below. Again, if you've been on Virgin Voyages and you're watching this or you heard friends talk about it, write your question below. We can probably like send you in the right direction, or if you want to book through to us, that's totally cool too. You can click the link in the description box below. We got you. All right. I told you guys to guess who's the sleeper pick at the end, and we're about to jump into it right now. However, if you've been enjoying this video so far, please consider smashing a thumbs up button. Now, if you're curious on my top cruises for first timers who have families, listen, I can dive in a little bit deeper on that. This one's a little general. I can narrow that list down a little bit. I think it might surprise you. So tell you what, write that in the comment section below. If you're like, hey, listen, I would like for this to be more catered towards families with, you know, XYZ, and I'll see what I can do. Let's jump into this sleeper pick. All right. So the sleeper pick, Princess Alaska cruise specifically. Listen, it's scenic, it's slow, it's romantic, and it's my favorite sleeper recommendation. And Alaska Princess cruise they just know how to do it. So this is for couples. Personally, it's for romantics, for people who want nature and not like the neon, the the Miami-esque of what cruising can be sometimes. It's slower paced, and just putting on a nice, soft, warm robe and sipping coffee from your balcony. What gets better than that? It's hard to compete with. But again, that slower pace really does come in handy. Like less FOMO, more relaxation, real excursions. They also have a really good cultural enrichment program. They bring husky dogs to the ship, Eskimos to kind of enlighten you about Alaska, fishermen. So if you're really into like outdoor stuff, they've got it. Whale watching, ice climbing, glacier trekking, helicopter flying. They've got it all. Listen, Princess has this classic, elegant energy. It's not flashy. It's not frantic, but it's for the right couple. It's perfect. So here's my first timer takeaway. If you'd rather sip wine on a balcony in front of a glacier than, you know, scream on a bunch of water slides, you know, this one might be for you. Okay. Oh, so I want to give you one more thing to consider if that's cool. If you're a first time cruiser, I hope this has helped you narrow it down and pick a ship that fits your vibe, your budget, and your goals. But here's the thing. Even if you pick the perfect cruise, there are still some common rookie mistakes that can totally just derail your trip. So before you book anything, listen up. Make sure you watch my next video. It's 10 essential tips for first-time cruisers. Just don't make these mistakes, okay? I cover things like what to pack, how to get the best rooms, and the one booking mistake that could cost you hundreds of dollars, okay? I think that's tip number 7. And if you dig the vibes, please subscribe. And if you care, please share. And we'll see you in paradise in the next one. Peace.